I was walking down a dark road, hard cold, all alone. I'm on my own.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 56.
First time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Play action. Prescott eluding the pressure right. It got his man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give to Elliott. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. The give is to Elliott. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 46 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of the Super Bowl. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Tannehill getting it out quickly to Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Henry. And this time he is in. Yes. Derrick Henry taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From the 24, Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A first down carry by Elliott. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Buying time to his left. That is caught by Lamb. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Play action. It's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes us down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Rosas good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down. I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Elliott running right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Prescott off play action. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process. Another carry tonight for the workhorse, Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and 6. To throw is Prescott. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. This is Elliott. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this 1st half. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's second and a yard. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and one, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll give to Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Play action now, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Calais Campbell on the stop. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Lamb to return it. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 8. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Prescott. And that's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so he'll just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll hand it off. It's Love. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. First down throw for Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. On the ground with a tight end. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. They'll run with Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And it's no good, just short. He gave it a good run, but maybe a foot or 2 short of the crossbar.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And some space here.
115 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football. Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And they're singing in the Music City. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.